Next up, these French onion sliders are packed with classic diner flavor and a barbecue twist. We're gonna start with seasoning our sliders with salt and pepper. And then we are going to flip them over. I'm gonna put my gloves on. I'm a big fan of sliders because you can top them with different things and then you feel like you're eating more burgers than just the one. And I love burgers. All right, flip them over and season the other side. This is very important for getting those char marks. So we wanna make sure we season them very well. All right, let's get these on the grill along with our sliced onions. Listen to that sizzle. That's the sound of summer right there. They immediately smell delicious too. That's the thing I love about burgers. They don't require much. They're just perfect on their own. All right. So these are gonna take about 8 minutes for the burgers and roughly 5 for the onions. And here's my tip. I season mine with salt and pepper, but if you wanna add more flavor into your ground beef mix or into your sliders, you can add this bowl and basket French onion dip soup mix. And that is really gonna pump up the flavor in these because we are adding the French onion dip as our condiment. So after these have gone a little bit, we are going to flip them over. And that's the nice thing about sliders too. They don't take as long as your thicker burgers, so they can be ready to eat faster. We're just looking, we've got some of those beautiful char marks already. Okay. Flip. There we go. One's running away from me. And last thing, we want to toast our buns. So pro tip, we're gonna do this cut side down on our top rack so we get that perfect crunch. And that is important because you want that texture. So we definitely want to make sure that we are getting that from those lovely char marks. And it's more grilling flavor. Honestly, put it all on the grill. All right, let those cook a little bit more before we assemble. Now that these burgers are getting close to finishing, we're gonna add our cheese. You can use Swiss or provolone. I'm using Swiss. I just feel like the sharpness of that works really well with the French onion dip. And then once I get the cheese on, I'm gonna take my onions off and chop them while this cheese melts. And we're gonna talk a little bit more about toppings while I chop those onions. They wanna run away from me still. I thought cooking them was gonna make them kinder. All right, melt that cheese. We'll see those in a minute. All right. Bring my onions in. So sliders are all about the toppings. All right, I think our cheese is gonna be melted. Let's see, oh yeah. So we are going to grab this rack. Okay, let's get these off and get them assembled. All right, beautiful. It smells so, so good. And those char marks are just gorgeous. I'm gonna just grab these since they were on the top. In case you haven't noticed, I do cook a lot, so I have those kind of fingerprints that you don't burn yourself. So if you're not as well-versed in burning your fingertips, please be safe and use tongs or spatulas. All right, here we go. It's assembly time. So we've got our French onion dip here, and I'm gonna put that, doesn't matter, bottom or the top, whatever you grab. All right, I'm gonna put that down. I'm just gonna close the grill. It's hot enough out here. All right, oh, look at that toastiness. And again, it's so nice and crunchy, which is gonna be great for the texture. Okay, add our slider to that one. That one. These are just so fun. Okay, we've got to add our onions. See, we're getting our veggies in there. Okay, And we're serving them in these great little baskets, so it's fine that they're sprinkling over the side. Add to the presentation. Find some tops. There we go. We'll garnish them with our little flags. And if you're feeling bold, you could do banana peppers on this if you want to add a little bit of spice. I'm not feeling super bold today, so I'm just gonna leave them as is. These beautiful burgers are packed with big flavor in every bite.